the Anita Among-led parliament, by statistics, has outperformed any other parliament in terms of processing parliament work. Hate her, love her, those facts will remain. If it is passing a bill within the days prescribed by the rules of procedure, there it is done. They churn out within the law. She's her parliament. The parliament she presided over.
During
the outgoing parliament has outperformed other parliaments. You can ask NRM, you can ask any government, you can ask any government official, is there any work that has pended there for the last 10 years, 5 years? A bill is supposed to be passed in 45 days, it goes for 6 months. A bill to be passed, there's supposed to be caucusing, animosity, a lot of fights. And I know some journalists who may like some cavuyo may have found it so demoralizing because there's less cavuyo in parliament, have work done.
There's a big discussion about the bills. Sija bigenda mwebyo. Gola byao ye Chris Obore nga wenjogera mu kaseera kano. He's in things ngali luzira. Operation Maliza Ufisadi yamulidde. In our language we say he is cooked. Gamubugumye. Echiddako High Court, echiddako kumusalira. We all know the odds are high he is guilty. We saw the figures, 5.2 billion. Some other guy had 14.6 billion. Astonishing numbers. 31 billion in total. Kwegamba, they were in things nga balia. Mukasera kano, he is in prison. And ko. Baba sibye. Nakoze video nakulegulo nengamba anti, I don't see how they survive this. The invisible hand after them is more powerful, is richer, has better connections, controls things in the country. Nga ebagala munda. Mukasera kano. We are getting rumors nti. Honorable Triple M might join them soon. Sija bige namu, I don't do breaking news. Njagali nanga gafulumye if it happens. But information is moving on the internet inti. Mbu, quote me right. Bamuliko, bamuyiga. Mu video ya lero, tukuna kula reaction ka clip wako. Nga Chris Obore yali ayogeza echikonfi, pride, ngomulaba I'm powerful. Nina amanyi. Nga mukasera kano. Bamunafuiza. Katanike video.
You are talking about corruption in parliament. Ask any over there. Bring me a document here where you have found Anita in corruption. Oh, we read in the what? We read in this. Those are not leaders. Those are not leaders who read rumors and then translate it into judgment for other leaders. They are disrespectful in their own right. In my view, they are disrespectful. You can't. So you are referring back to the exhibition which has no evidence. I can also exhibit
there were documents around.
I can also correct this and circulate around about Lukwago. You see?
So you're dismissing those documents that were
that exhibition was hogwash. It was a campaign aimed to achieve at where they are now, so that they become the speakers. But there's nothing. You see, in Uganda.
Omanyi, one thing you can give the likes of Chris Obore nti, they are willing to defend their bosses. Mukasera ako he knew nti something shady was happening in parliament. Nenga jamo camera ku radios, national radios, TVs. Nga kulimba. Mbushi sincere, there's no corruption. Right now, we are hearing stories. We also, the raids, Amayumba, it was scary. The amount of wealth. Sizewa no kugamba nti all those were made because of corruption. No. It's possible, sentence, but there are questions. The 3.5 billion Rolls Royce. Questions were raised. Right now, Chigambi Wanti, she's under house arrest. And the close counterparts, the likes of Chris Balimonda. Noise was made for so long abantu bagamba nti parliament enguze itiridde. We all know. Every Ugandan knows, even the blind know. Nti parliament mulimu enguze tagambika. Then you used to come out on TVs and radios and try to defend that. Nga mukasera kano, questions are being raised about you. Information into walo funa 4 billion per 2 days. Ngazita mu account you. Court ya okusomedwa omusango, including money laundering, 5.2 billion UGX. Ezo sente empitirivu. This interview, oba ka clip kano, njagala okawama to give it time. Listen to it. Everything he said, when your interview goes against whatever we know right now. time is the best judge. Buli chintu oba buli mbeera, just give it time. Eventually, it gets exposed. Oh no, he was exposed. Every word he said goes against whatever we know right now.
You don't just move money like that. Uganda has very competent institutions, by the way, if you don't know. That you just pick 100 million and go with it.
But you took 5.6 billion in 3 years, meaning paya waliwo twala meka about 1.5 something. Kagagwa chisusa. We agree systems exist naye mulimu some people who are not under the control of those systems. Ngabo basolo kukola ebintu, they get away with them because of the connections they have, the groups of other cabals they've built, the cocoons of people. Nga bafuna engeri gye babiitingamu system mwe. We saw 9 people nga mwagabana 31 point something billion UGX mu myaka egi. Right now you're telling us nti the systems in the country tosaana kubba sente. Naye ng'ate mwali mukimanyi mu kaseera ako mwali muzirya.
I think you are the only citizen in this country that you just pick and go. So you just let them admit that Annette Anita Mong has outsmarted them in 1, leading parliament, 2, in mobilizing for her party. That's why you know the friction comes from. She beats them hands down. If it is mobilizing for her party, she's there. If it is doing parliament business, she's there. Now, if you ask them, if you think she's been corrupt, where have you been taking all that parliament money yourselves? What has it done when she was not speaker? What was parliament able to do? That's extraordinary from what Anita has failed to do. Can they tell you? So the element here has been try to degrade her in the eyes of the party chairman, who in his wisdom identified her from the FDC. This I must tell you. Identified her and worked with her. If there is anyone to appraise the performance of Anita Mong, it is Yoweri Kaguta Tibuhaura Museveni. Not anyone.
Bagena kubasula mikono gy'abana Uganda kino nkigamba. Ugandans will judge you. They've begun already. Right now, to call videos isn't. The appraisal right now is in the hands of masses, in the hands of someone aina amanyi, are controlling a gwanga right now. The question is, what are you going to do about it? Mukasera ako mwayogeza amanyi. Only one person can appraise your boss. Only one person can appraise your group. Chogezako tugamba wano. The tables have turned. Singoso okwogeza amanyi gegamu mu kkooti ya anti-corruption. Nja kutya. Obudde bwononese. You're officially cooked.
Because most of them, Yoweri has data about each and every one of them. And he can appraise each one of them objectively. So why are they skirting around that? So what they try to do is to try to say, let's throw this here, throw this there, in the hope that they lower the estimation of the president on Anita Mong. Why? You just steal money and say and go there. It's even bad to use this word steal. What? It is easy in Uganda to tell you that Lukwago, you're a rapist, and somebody goes scot-free. If you go to court, they will even scandalize you more. In fact, if you want me to tell you, the Anita Mong-led parliament, by statistics, has outperformed any other parliament in terms of processing parliament work. Hate her, love her, those facts will remain. If it is passing a bill within the days prescribed by the rules of procedure, there it is done.
Because they used to pass bills, zebagambye kupasing. They had a timeline. Ngabagamba isa chino neba chiisa. That's why every single wound, you don't rely on statistics, on figures. Look at what was happening on ground. What was the quality and the substance of the bills they were passing is the question. Would it have been until the number of bills passed, the time frame, they will take a box. Now, what was the quality and the substance of what they were passing is the big question. And that's a question abantu aba pushing a narrative when they will never answer. Baja kugamba, oh, it was effective, we pushed bills. What did you push? Ngamukasela kano some of those bills is gonna kujoko baluma. Manteka gemwaisa. Gagena kujoko baluma. Right now, your boss are in house arrest. Gema ule getufuna. We are getting shocking information into aliku list yabantu bagenda okwata. And if that happens, I'm telling you this, chigenda ku blowing our internet n'amawulire mu Uganda. The day we wake up ne bagamba nti bakute Honorable Triple A kino nkigamba, the internet will shut down, amawulire will shut down. It's going to put the entire nation in some sort of frenzy, excitement. Bino yibadde biwero. Yes, you passed the bills. Bills are it. And what was the quality and the substance of those bills?
They churn out within the law. She's her parliament. The parliament she presided over.
During
the outgoing parliament has outperformed other parliaments. You can ask NRM, you can ask any government, you can ask any government official, is there any work that has pended there for the last 10 years, 5 years? A bill is supposed to be passed in 45 days, it goes for 6 months. A bill to be passed, there's supposed to be caucusing, animosity, a lot of fights. And I know some journalists who may like some cavuyo may have found it so demoralizing because there's less cavuyo in parliament to have work done. Work seems to be seamless. And that is a very tremendous achievement. And it speaks to the qualities of the person, because to bring 529 different leaders together to agree on something calls for the skills of that leader. Well, what Anita Mong has done in the parliament, first of all, you shouldn't even say a hammer. How do you hammer when you're a majority in parliament?
Yes, ngena kuchidam. Things do get done. Twino kuchiba wechonti. Things happen because you have the numbers, everything. Now what's the quality of the things that get done? Your question, and then why elephant, jitwino kwa addressing one. Biamba egwanga, are the MPs pushing the country forward? The legislations, the laws, the bills they pass, are they helping a common Ugandan?
Instead of commending her, maybe some people are saying, hey, how is it possible? How has she done it? She should be studying. How has she done it? You all know before that you have been represented in parliament for long. Even the NRM caucus would give the chairman a headache. A caucus itself, your NRM, your party chairman is saying, this is the direction to go, we need this to be doing this, and the house would be in disorder.
I don't think in the general public, Uganda, anyone questions the leadership skills of the former speaker. Everyone agrees she was a tremendous leader. The skills were good. She had money, multiplying by like 1,000x. So questions zijirao, sente za taxpayer. Sirowooza nti waliyo bannayuganda abangi nnyo abalina obuzibu n'engeri gy'aliidingamu. She has the skills. That's why bamufula speaker. You don't become a speaker out of the blue. Olina okuba ng'olina something unique about you, ekyenjawulo, ekigenda okuyamba okwasaganya ba MPs bano. Because you're dealing with adults who are in leadership. Nga they think they are special. The MPs. So kubera speaker okusobola bakwasaganya n'okuba ng'olina something unique about you. Anita had it. Oba has it. The question is sente. The taxpayers' money, the corruption, the bougie life. Engoye za million nkaaga. If it's her money, nachibagamba last time, well and good. There are people who are happy okwambala engoye ez'ebbeeyi because they can afford them. We shall not come out here to government, shaba oyambadde ekisaati kya million 5. Therefore tukwina ko obuzibu. No, if it's my money, it's my money. Naye obuzibu bujja singa ekisaati kyange kya million 5 mba nkiguze using taxpayers' money. Ye issue eri one at hand. But obuzibu buli wana singa sente ziba nga zaabwe, including this guy, Chris Obore, nga oyina source of income egenda okuwa bank statement ngeriko billion 5.2, nga we are seeing where the money is coming from. I don't think a senior Ugandan nganze I'll have a problem with you. No. The problem comes in singa the 5.2 billion ebanga taxi yange. Nkoze, I've worked hard, nguze sukali, nguze amafuta, nguze omunyo, nguze chibiti munkubi omusolo. Atenga munji, a lot of tax. Nga most Ugandans can argue nti omusolo teguyambye gwanga. Then we find you nga oina a bank statement with 5.2 billion. Nga you can't explain it. Nga we are hearing rumors nti waloyisa close to 4 billion mu office yo. That's where the issues arise.
So this is what I want us to be putting in the context. Anita Mong, I can assure you, not by my word, anybody who likes statistics, who wants what, we can do a comparison. All the parliaments, the time, the turnover for bills. You don't waste time. Very excellent speaker. It has make work very easy. Rather than you wanting to quote controversy for the sake of controversy. What for? The people of Uganda say they want to get money to build a road. And you take 1 year discussing that money? Why? You should tell me if the money comes, that should do a road. That is very important. You don't say no. You're saying no to Ugandans, whom you are taxing. When they want a service, you say no.
Well, you ate our tax. Mohazidia. Yes, you claim to be efficient. Statistics, bills were passed. Olugudo nti twagala sente muzirete. You ate the money. There are no roads. The country is rotting. The systems are failing. Everything is dying in the country because of the likes of you. 5.6 billion, 5.2 billion, 14.6 billion, 31 point something billion. Nga muzidia zetumanyiko. That's key. Ezili public, meaning these figures are even worse. And there are people who are worse, or much worse than you. 5 billion is a lot of money. A billion is so much money. Wakubanti, wochogera, you can't comprehend it. Kwato lupapulo wandike zeros ezili mu billion. You know what I'm talking about. It's a lot of money. It changes lives. It can change so much mu community. Okusanga nti a group of less than 10 people ate 31 billion ezinzo kuzimba health center for. It's scary. It is scary and worrying for the entire nation.
The work of Parliament is now to say, we have given you this money for this road. Show us the road. They are agree with you. But just blocking government business for the sake of blocking, to be seen by the media as a person who has blocked. And by the way, I've told you here, and I repeat, some members you quote do not even know what's happening in a committee. They don't even enter the house. They enter the house with their stationed journalists at the steps. I am going, you wait for me. After that, they come to the steps. I call them steps of Parliament MPs, not the chamber. There are many. And they drive away smiling. Those are leaders, we must say. You don't take Ugandans for granted. Be there. You don't just go and raise a ruckus and take off. And then you go smiling and saying, me, have managed them. The speaker will put you to order. Say, please, it's not right.
My observation from all this, Chris Obore is a well-spoken man. Amanyo kwogera ino omumwa. Ekyokubiri, he was a loyal servant to AAA. Ekyokusatu, emikisa mingi nnyo nti whatever AAA did, he is involved. Emikisa mingi nnyo nti whatever Chris did, AAA is involved. Eggo twakoze story, the compilation from NTV nga bakulaga how he celebrated ne yevulungula mu ttaka. He made the famous statement nti we are in things tuli mu kintu. Right now we are getting a picture of what he meant. He was willing to fight for it because mwalimu akasente to a tune of billions, 5.2 billion, even more. Nja kusaba mpendowooza mu comment section wansawo kikyolowooza on the character of Chris Obore. Ki ekiddako after him being sent to Luzira ne batugamba nti bigenagena mu High Court. Mpendowooza mu comment section wansawo. Nja kulaba mu video dako. Peace.